In this video, let us discuss about inference in first order logic. Dear students, I welcome for this continuous video lecture series on artificial intelligence. We have discussed so far first order logic. First order logic is for expressive and it is for probabilistic, or I can say it is a non-declarative sentence. What is propositional logic? It is a declarative sentence, true or false. What is the basic difference? In propositional logic, you don't have a quantifiers. But in first order logic, it can be anything, So you have a quantifier. Now, there is a challenge that, is it possible to convert first order logic to propositional logic? Because first order logic is having quantifier. Propositional logic doesn't have a quantifier. Is it possible to convert first order logic to propositional logic? First order logic is reduced to propositional logic by removing quantifier. By converting a sentence with quantifier to a sentence without quantifier, which means remove the quantifier. Sir, take eraser and remove. No, there is a rule for that. What is the rule? The rule to remove for all, that is called universal instantiation, which is called how to remove universal quantifier. How to remove existential quantifier. Existential instantiation quantifier is nothing but how to remove there exist. There are two rules. A rule that eliminates universal quantifier is nothing but replace the given variable with known facts. One facts or all facts? All facts, because it is all, Now, there is a statement. All greedy kings are evil. Whoever may be. All greedy kings are evil. For all x, if x is a king and x is greedy, then x is a evil. Whatever we are telling to computer, there are many x. That's what we use for all. Sir, remove this for all. Then you tell me who is that x? It can be a John, it can be a David, it can be a Rahul, it can be anything, Just to put in place of x, who is he enough? In above syntax, the statement is called alpha. The statement is called alpha. In alpha statement, there is a variable x. Remove the x by ground term. That is basics. In above syntax alpha, replace the variable x by the ground term. What is that meaning? I removed for all. Where and all x, I substituted John. Okay. John is a king and John is a greedy. Then John is a evil. If John's father is a king and John's father is a greedy, then John's father is a evil. Because I removed for all in alpha statement, which is having a x, I replaced x by ground term. In above alpha syntax, which has a variable x, replace that x by the ground term g. For all x with statement alpha, replace, then substitute in the place of x ground term for alpha. This is called the syntax, formula. What I should substitute? It can be John, x can be Richard, x can be John's father. It's anything. How come, sir, you brought many people? Because for all I told it can be many people. Now it is existential quantifier. Do the same rule. Can I have x can be many? No, it cannot be many, because it is one. Why one? Because it is there exists only one. A crowd, only one. Now, what is that we are trying to say? There exists x such that x is a crown and also on the head of John. Now what I am going to do, in this particular alpha statement, replace x by the ground term, but remember only one replacement possible. Okay, one replacement is possible because the quantifier itself existential. Now what is that I am going to do? In the place of x, I will put the ground term g. Now that's all. I removed there exist, I replaced x by g. Okay, g is a crown and g is on the head of John. G is a crown means g is on the head of John. Now the statement is very simple. Like before, in alpha statement which is having x, then substitute x by the ground truth in the alpha statement. But only one ground truth is there because there exists only one crown. Okay, universal instantiation and existential instantiation removes quantifier. Okay, we removed a quantifier. So by default, first order logic becomes propositional logic, which gives a easy inference, a simple inference. Now I am going to give a unification concept. What do you mean by unification concept? Is a process of merging two sentences and gives one meaning and returns only one meaning. Now I am going to ask a question. John knows X. John knows X. John knows Joseph. Repeating. John knows X. John knows Joseph. Now if I ask you, who is X? Immediately you will tell, sir, Joseph, sir. You know. Computer knows, sir. Yes, sir. Computer also knows. If you ask him to do unify, computer's knowledge will increase. If you tell, you can ask question to the computer using ask. You can give knowledge to the computer by saying the statement unify, which means it will merge this fellow and this fellow. It will try to overlap nose with nose, John with John, X with X, Joseph. Obviously, computer will tell X is a Joseph. We'll see one more. I'm asking the computer to unify. John knows X, Y knows Virat. Unify. John knows Y, X, Virat. Now if I ask, who is Y? John. Who is X? Virat. Because I am unifying, nose, nose. John, Y, X, Virat. Okay. So X is nothing but Virat. Y is nothing but John. Done. One more unification we will do. Overlap. John knows X. X knows Virat. Come on, unify. Knows, knows. Matching. X is nothing but John. X is nothing but John. X is nothing but Virat. Oh, hello, don't confuse her. X is Jana, Virata. Confusion, So definitely computer will not accept this statement. It will fail. With this unification process and how to remove quantifier, we learnt how to convert first order logic to propositional logic. With this I would like to complete this video. Thank you.